Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughtful Education by collegemanor.com. Today we have with us Mr. Akash Dughani, the Program Director at IAQS. So a bit about Mr. Akash Dughani. Mr. Akash Dughani has been part of the financial world for more than a decade and has excellent experience in risk consulting and educational training domain. After completing his chartered accountancy in 2010, securing AIR 34, Mr. Akash entered into the field of risk consulting and investment advisory domain. He has helped various companies in their fundraising journey via debt syndication and equity funding. With more than 6 years of experience, Mr. Akash has mentored more than 5,000 students in this domain. He has also collaborated with top education institutes in Mumbai and provided certification programs in the fields of data science and actuarial science for the students. Some of the milestones which Mr. Akash has achieved in his career: advisory in fundraising of over 100 crores for large manufacturing companies via debt and equity route, process excellence and risk advisory to India's largest general insurance company, and spreading the learning across the general insurance domain, mentoring over 5,000 actuarial aspirants in the journey to become the analytical minds of India, setting up of this institute IAQS and getting the programs accredited by IFOA, and international tie-ups with University of Leicester, helping the students to pursue the international qualification through academic partnership here in India. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Aditya.
Yeah.
Quite overwhelmed with the introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. So my first question to you, sir, is: you have held key positions at educational institutes throughout your professional career. So what kept you connected with the education sector, and could you please explain how your experience been so far with IAQS?
So, Aditya, I think the biggest motivation education as an industry or as a sector imparts is that you basically are imparting knowledge into the life of the students. So, as you highlighted, by training more than 5,000-6,000 students throughout my education career, the biggest satisfaction that you derive is seeing them progress and achieve great goals that are there. So, I would say the whole social impact of this sector keeps me highly motivated to go throughout, and that's the general reason for IAQS as well.
Okay, sir. So this brings me to the next question. So being the program director here at IAQS, what is your philosophy of leadership and how would you describe your leadership style?
So I would say my leadership style is something which I define as inclusive. So when I say inclusive, basically whatever I do, all the stakeholders in the entire endeavor needs to grow. Be it students, be it faculties, be it corporate partners in the form of placements. Ultimate aim is that every person who is basically affected or is a part of the business needs to grow in every sense of the term. So I would say a very strong inclusive style, such that all stakeholders benefit from the endeavor or the organization.
Very well articulated, sir. This brings me to the next question. How do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your school, being the program director?
So I would say the focal point of our strategy is always been to give superlative learning experience to our students. I feel the best administration, the best marketing is your students themselves. If you give them the relevant exposure, the relevant education, it will ensure that all your strategies fall in place. So throughout our entire journey at IAQS, we have been focused with this thought that we need to give superlative learning experience. All the remaining goals, I would say, revolve around this superlative experience.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is a bit general. So I would like to know that the education system here in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can any inbound coming student can gain from studying here in IAQS?
So I would say that's a very interesting one. So basically, the higher education in India so far has been very much classroom oriented. I mean, basically textbook classroom oriented or theory oriented learning. We as players here are wanting to change this entire experience. We are trying to bring in a lot of stuff that is very different from what, let's say, I would say a typical Indian institute training would be there. Yeah, we are trying to bring in technology in a big way. We are trying to bring industry in a big way and want that diversity in the classroom as such. So because of this entire endeavor, it gives me great pleasure to highlight that within the last 2 years itself, we have more than 4 to 5 students who are coming from international countries to India. They are NRIs, they are students from Mauritius, they are students from Nigeria. So they give the diversity that is there and that is required in the entire training. And the point is they will also gain from a very different experience than what they have, let's say, assumed about India as a training hub.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is, how does the curriculum here at IAQS ensures the best practice of industry?
So the learning approach, Aditya, that we follow at IAQS is a three-pronged approach. The first is the classroom-based learning experience, which is theory plus application-based, which is theory plus some oriented approach. So basically, you give the conventional education which is required to understand the concept. The second approach that we have is with regards to application-based learning, where we give students some case studies to work on so that they can appreciate the application of the theory that they have. The third approach, what we call is experience-based learning, where we have industry exposure in the form of internships, capstone projects with corporate. I'll share a very interesting example that we did with one of the corporates for our students. The corporate came and gave the students a practical case study, a capstone. They told the problem that they were facing. They gave them the problem statement and told students to present. Students researched, came back and gave such a nice presentation that ultimately 3 to 4 of them got selected and were taken up for internships by the corporates. So this experience-based learning, which we feel is somewhat lacking majorly in our entire educational domain that is there in India, is what we are trying to bring. Seeing the success, we are trying to get more and more corporates to come and give case studies to the students and discuss their problems, so that the students are more connected with the corporates and the real life problems that the industry as such is facing.
Okay, so my next question to you, sir, is any insights into how IAQS could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
So currently, students in all our batches come from a very diverse background. I would think if I remember the stats well, around 40% of our students are outside Mumbai, coming from various parts of India, North India, South India, West, Jaipur, Gujarat. We also have ensured that we need to support the backward sections. So if there are students who need any form of financial aid, are provided in the form of scholarships. In fact, even within the current batch, there are more than 10% of the students who are availing various financial aids and scholarships. So we are ensuring that if the student has the relevant goal, then he is adequately provided with impetus to achieve that goal.
Okay, sir. My next question to you is, what do you think are your roles and responsibility towards IAQS?
So, with regards to what I've seen now, Aditya, so India, as we all know, we come across a lot of places that India is a very young nation. So when I say a young nation, the population of India is majorly in that young age group. So I feel what has happened is the age-old education system is reliant on 2 or 3 major courses to give from the commerce side of things BCom, from the science side of things engineering. I think there is a lot of requirement of students to acquire a lot of niche skill and look at areas where there is a genuine supply demand mismatch. So just to give you an example, the actuaries as a program, I mean, there are less than 500 actuaries in India. I mean, which is such a small number. Very recently, the chairman of the IRDA came across and said that India needs more than 1200 actuaries. So I would say there are lots of domains where I feel the India's young population should channelize their energy. And I feel if we can just get this overarchial BCom engineering thing out and start focusing on various other areas, I think is the biggest thing that I would want the youth to focus on, and where I would feel my biggest role or responsibility lies.
Okay, so this brings me to the next question. What do you see as the greatest strength of IIQS, sir?
I would say the greatest strength of IIQS, Aditya, is the curriculum, the delivery model that we have. I give you an example that there are less than 500 actuaries in India. In what we have done is, right now there are more than 2 to 3 actuaries who are involved in teaching in various other aspects of our curriculum. There are people from the fintech companies, general insurance companies coming and sharing our knowledge. So the second thing is our delivery. The professionals that are there are the ones who are actually working day to day on various business case studies. So students, I would say, interacting with them is one of the greatest things that they take home. Because of this unparalleled student experience, Aditya, that you highlighted in the intro, is that this course, the bachelor's program, has been accredited by the IFOA UK, which is the only course in India right now which is accredited by an international body with terms of providing education in the actuarial field. So I would say the biggest strength is the delivery model that we have developed and the way we are imparting the education that is there.
Okay, sir. So my next question to you is, since we talked about the greatest strengths, could you share your thoughts on some of the biggest challenges you see for higher education in general and for IIQ specifically?
So coming to higher education first, I would want to quote some statistics here. So I was going through a report. According to the National Employability Report for Engineers, 37.7% Indian engineers fail to write a simple error-free code. I mean, that's a very high number, and around 80% of Indian engineers are not employable. A similar side exists even in the commerce side of things. Right now, there are almost 5 lakh students in Mumbai alone opting for BCom and don't understand how basics flow. So I feel what is happening right now is that industry is going through a paradigm shift, and it is also affecting education as a sector. So the biggest challenge is for education to come up and answer these statistics wrong, or to cope up with these statistics. I feel Indians is typically dubbed as the knowledge hub of the world, or the IT hub of the world, needs to have better stuff, better ways of imparting education, and which I feel is going through a very good change. And this would be the biggest challenge right now, both IIQS and more so for higher education, to ensure that they impart relevant education through the aspirants.
Okay, sir. So this brings me to the last question. Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
I would say these are the golden years of the students, and they will definitely play a big role in defining your career ahead. I would say channelize your energy in the right direction and ensure that you pursue your passion, and you will never have to look behind, I would say. So channelize your energy and pursue your passion.
Thank you very much, sir. This was certainly an insightful session.
Thank you for having me here, and it's a great place to share knowledge.
Yeah. So everyone, this was Mr. Akash Dubhani a program director at IAQS. So thank you once again, sir, for sharing your time speaking to us amidst a busy schedule. We look forward to hearing from your team. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya.